Hello, my friend. I'm Emma. I am a yoga teacher, yoga retreat host for women, and embodied yoga life coach. And today's flow is going to be a somatic feminine flow for when you feel overwhelmed. So focusing on grounding postures, feeling strong and stable, but also focusing on the idea of letting things go and shaking them off. So go ahead and take a comfortable seat. And I just invite you to feel yourself connecting downward, maybe even moving some of the fleshy part of your bum away so you can feel those sit bones connecting down, and either lowering the gaze or closing the eyes and just noticing your breath. Not trying to change anything about it, but just paying attention to how it moves through the body, going in the nose. Where do you feel it land? Is it in your lungs, the low belly? And just deepening the breath. And as we breathe, allowing the shoulders to soften, the jaw to unclench, the forehead to soften. Breathing all the way into the fingertips and toe tips. Letting it be easeful. Now you can either continue to breathe this way, or you can try alternate nostril breathing with me. So I'm going to take my index finger and close my right index finger to close the left nostril. And I'm going to breathe in through the right nostril. And then I'm going to close the right nostril with my thumb and breathe out through the left side. Now we're going in through the left nostril. Close out with the index finger, open the right side to exhale, the right side. So up, in through one side, out through the other. Couple more times. And down. Good, and just let the hand slowly drift back down to the knee. Dip the chin and flicker the eyes open as you look to the ground, and we're going to come to lie on our back. So lowering yourself down, you're going to let the heels come towards the seat, as close to the body as you can. Hands are going to be placed on the floor for now as you walk your heels and toes together, so feet are touching, and then you let the knees fall open so you're in a reclined butterfly. If you want to feel more connected to the earth or feel more supported, keep the hands on the ground. Otherwise, I invite you to just place them on your thighs. And we're just going to breathe here and imagine that the body is sinking down lower to the different parts of the earth that are just holding you here. And just remember that everything that you need, everything that you desire is on its way to you. The help, the support. You don't have to have all the answers. We're in a world full of helpers. And the answers are going to appear in the perfect moment at the perfect time. So your job right now is just to take care of yourself. So when they come, you'll be ready. So now as we breathe, we're going to invite a little bit of movement. So we're going to inhale, we're going to extend our arms above us, kind of like we're doing a good morning stretch. And you can even let the hands kind of drift up the body as you extend. So inhale, and the knees are going to come together. On the exhale, let the hands come out onto the floor, kind of like we're swimming down, and let the knees part. So inhale, knees come together, hands drift up. Exhale, let them swim down. Everything widens and opens. Inhale, connecting to yourself. Building that self-connection and trust and awareness. Exhale, one more time. Noticing what feels nice for you today and comfortable. Good. Now let the hands come back down on the ground, palms down and thumbs are by the hips. We're going to place the feet about hip width apart. Knees are going towards the ceiling and rise up into our bridge. So on the exhale, tuck the hips slightly. Let them rise to the sky. And if you would like to, you can interlace the fingers under the sit bones and walk them to the heels if you want a little more broadening across the heart, across the collarbone, and just hold here. Really feeling the ground beneath all four corners of the feet, pushing down with the feet energetically, expanding and broadening more through the upper body. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Unwind the shoulders and let that come down as the knees come into the chest for a little hug. Just rocking side to side. Now extend the left leg out as we bring the right knee up towards the shoulder but out to the side of the rib cage. And just hold. Putting some pressure on your shins so you're creating pressure in the hip joints. And breathe. Now let's do some big circles, as big as you can with that right knee. Big open circles. Good, and we'll switch sides. So extend that leg out, pull the left knee in. It's going up towards like the armpit, but out to the side just slightly, keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. Just breathing. We'll make big circles on this side. Just noticing what's happening when you do that, what feels good. Might get some popping and cracking. It's totally normal. Now we'll place both feet at the edge of the mat. So like the pinky toe side of the foot is at the edge of the mat. And allow the knees to open to one side and the other. So just dropping them like windshield wipers, right and left. Moving with the breath. Sometimes it feels good to let the arms come up into cactus arms or goalpost arms. Now, as the knees fall to the right side, extend the left across the body. Grab the left leg with the left foot with the right hand and have a little bit deeper stretch here for one breath. Then place the foot back down. Let the knees drop to the left side. Extend the right foot, grabbing with the left hand. Breathe for one breath. And again, so drop the knees to the right, extend the left. Take a breath in and out. And switch. You can find your way back to center. You're going to extend the legs out long. And adjust on my mat here. Okay. Take the left foot down to the left corner. We're going to go into what we call banana. And then we're going to place the right foot on top of the left. And we're going to have the right arm reach up and over all the way to the corner of the room, the left corner of the room. You can even grab the right hand with the left if that feels good. And we're just enjoying this full side body stretch. We're here for a few deep breaths, allowing the space to open between the ribs, along the whole side of the body from the pinky toe up to the pinky finger. Shoulder blades connecting down. Noticing the textures or colors in the room and allowing yourself to just be present. And on the next exhale, we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. So resetting in the middle, and then walk the right foot over to the right lower corner of your mat. Left leg on top of right. Reaching up and over, making a little rainbow in the side body, even grabbing the left hand if that feels good to you. Letting yourself feel grateful for this moment. To take care of yourself, to feel that openness, that space. As we release that, we're just going to place the feet back on the ground, and you can either go to your side to come up to a seated position, or you can walk your hands up your thighs, whatever you want to do, but we're going to land right here, get a nice tall spine, really straightening the back as we're going to do a little seated cat-cow here for a second. So as we inhale, let the chin come up to the sky, rocking forward, having an arc in the back, and exhale, find lots of rounding. Inhale. Letting your body be kind of like a wave. I'm looking at the trees outside. They're kind of moving like this in the wind, just really softly. Inviting more range of motion. Good. Now let's just stop here. Place the feet firmly on the ground. Get nice and tall in the body. We're going to let the hands come down as we go into our boat. So your options for boat here are going to be, you can just be nice and tall in the upper body, and we just barely raise the toes up off the ground. Or you can bring them parallel or extend all the way, whatever you want to do. So let's all go into our choice. Ready? And here we move. Feeling nice and stable and strong as we sit back on our sits bones. And then as you exhale, place the feet on the ground, palms on the ground, fingers towards you. Come into reverse table, push up. Inhale, we're lower down, find our boat. Exhale, press up into our reclined table, reverse table. Again, last time. Just feeling that strength and support in your core. Good. And come on down. Now we get to cross our legs over as we rock forward, place the hands on the ground, and we're going into our down dog. So tuck the toes, raise up and back into your nice down dog. Sit bones rising to the sky. Have a little bend in your knees at first to get that nice long spine from the top of the head to the tailbone. Internally rotate your eye of the elbow, and then you can straighten your legs once you find that good, strong upper body position. Really feeling the mat under your fingertips, pressing down in the fingertips to protect the wrists. And here I'm going to invite some movement, so you can either pedal the legs, even kind of do like a wavy pedaling where you're also getting into the shoulders or the hips. How about a little bounce? Bend the knees and just bounce and bounce like you're shaking water off the body or something. Just inviting a little bounce, letting it be silly. Bounce for about 10 more seconds. If you want to do a bigger bounce, that's up to you. Just breathing. Whatever's bothering you, let it just fall into the floor right now. Good, and then take that nice deep down dog stretch, really bringing the heels downward, sit bones skyward, ribs to thighs. Now look to the hands. We're going to rock around forward as we land in our strong plank, pulling the shoulder blades towards your belt loops. Imagine you have belt loops or pant pockets. Hold your plank, and then squeeze the side body as you lower yourself all the way down. And rise up into our cobra, getting long in the top of through the top of the head first, and then rising up, squeezing the body with the triceps, and then come on down. Push up and back into our down dog. Walk the feet forward up to meet the hands. We're in our forward fold position. But before we go into our sun salute, let's come high on the toes and then lower the knees down into like a little squat. And we're just gonna rise up with the sit bones and then come down. So raising the butt to the sky and then coming down while staying on the toes. Get a really deep foot stretch. If you start to get like a foot cramp, lower the heels down when you extend the legs. And then come onto the toes when you bend the knees. These inversions feel really good. Good. And now just take your forward fold. Hands are going to connect to the calves. You can have a little bend in the forward fold if you want. That feels good to you. Or you can straighten the legs. Whatever you want to do is fine. The weight's in the front of the foot. The top of the head is nice and heavy like a bowling ball going down. And we're going to let the hands come out and up as we rise. Sun salute. Palms touch, come to prayer, come down in the center of the body, and we forward fold. Inhale, rise to halfway lift. Exhale, come on down, hands to the mat, step back to plank, chaturanga if you choose. So lowering yourself down and landing in our up dog. Or you can go into cobra. We're all meeting in down dog. Hold for a breath. And then let's inhale the left leg up to the sky, opening the hips at the top and bend the knee. And let's just take some hip circles right away. So really big knee coming down to the knee and then up to the sky. We'll do just a few of those. Getting a nice deep stretch in the base leg. Good, now extend the leg up. And then we're gonna pull the knee to the nose, heel to the butt as we rock forward into our plank crunch. Hold for just a second, really pulling that up to the sky. And then the foot steps down in between the hands, the back knee lowers down into our low lunge. Flip the top of the foot. Inhale, let the arms rise up. Notice how the hips are drawing forward and down together. Lots of space in the ribs, rising to the sky. And if you like, you can even float the arms back to cactus arms. Does that feel good to you? And then let them come on back up. Deep psoas hip flexor stretch, opening the front of the body. Both of the hands are going to come down to the mat as you walk the foot over just to get a little bit more opening here, kind of like a lizard stretch. We're going to place the right hand on the side of the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you reach up and look back. You can grab the back foot if you'd like. For a nice deep quad stretch. And place the hands back down, heel toe of the foot so it's back in front of the hip. And then we're just going to straighten the back leg. We're going to keep our palm or our hands on the ground, making like go up high on your fingertips, kind of like your hands are going to go over a cupcake. And just support yourself there as you lower and sink down with the pelvis, drawing the heel really far back. So doing two things. We're stretching the psoas as well as the calf here. Inhale. Exhale. Feel long you can get in your body. Now spin the back foot down so the heels are going to be in alignment. Their feet are perpendicular. And we're going to immediately cartwheel the arms up and over and land into our reverse warrior. So opening the front side of the body. The back hand glides down the knee. Back leg is nice and straight and strong. Front knee is bent. Feel how strong your body is. Good, and now we're going to cartwheel the arms forward. Find those cupcake hands again, turn that back heel forward and step and straighten the front leg as we rise into a modified warrior 3. So supporting ourselves with the hands on the ground, hips are parallel to the earth. Then we bend the heel to the butt and bring the knee in and extend it back out 3 times. Base leg is nice and strong. Focusing on finding balance in the core. Good. Now place that leg back down. This time the feet have separation, like you're on 2 different railroad ties. And all 10 toes are pointing to the top of the mat. Place the right hand down and we're going into our easy twist on this side. You can play with the top arm. Maybe move it around, see what you like to do. Like getting long in the neck. Good, release that. And now let's go into our pyramid. So let's bring the back foot in. So there's about 3 feet between the feet. The front toes are facing towards the top of the mat, but the back toes are going out towards an angle. And we're just squaring off the hips. So pulling the front hip back hip forward. And we let ourselves just fold over that front leg. Nice deep hamstring stretch. Inhale. We get long in the upper body, rise up into a half lift, and then exhale, fall over. Inhale. And exhale, fold over. 2 more. Just enjoying the stretch. Good. Bring the back foot up to match the front foot. Hands on the calf as we take our deep forward fold. And then letting them trace the back of the legs as you rise up. Arms come out and up. Hands come to prayer and come down the body. And just pause for a second to check in with yourself. Let's do the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, bent knees, come on down. Let the hands graze the back of the legs. This time, let the fingertips come onto the mat. Let's take a little bounce here. So let the legs get nice and bouncy, kind of like we did in our downward dog, but just shaking out whatever you need to. Really shaking fast. Getting all the tension out. For 3, 2, 1, and find stillness in your forward fold. Hands to the mat, jump or step back to plank. Lowering yourself down, either chaturanga, rocking forward an inch, or you can always just go into cobra. They're both great. But here in cobra or upward dog, look to the right and lower the left hip down. Now let's look to the left and lower the right hip down. And just kind of go back and forth. Awesome. Push up and back. Down dog. So this time we're raising the right leg up. And just opening the hip on this side. And let's take those big knee circles over here. How much space can we create? Remembering to breathe. Good, and then extend the leg before we bring the heel to the butt, knee to the nose, hold for a plank crunch. Pushing the ground down. And then the footsteps between the hands as we lower the back knee down. And we rise up into our low lunge on this side. Reaching up. Hips come forward and down. Feel the extension between the kneecap, the hip bone, all the way up. Cactus arms are always a choice if you want. And float back and down. And now we're going to come into our lizards for just a minute. So place the hands on the ground, walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Find the stretch here, just for a breath. And then the left hand is on the left side of the mat, the right foot is on the right. And we reach up, squeeze inner thighs together as we look back first, then bend the leg as we bring it up and really sinking down into that stretch in front of the quad. Hold for a breath. And as we release that foot, we're going to bring the right foot back in front of the right hip, popping that back knee off the ground and really digging the heel towards the back of the room as we sink down with the pelvis so we get a stretch happening on both sides of the leg. They're nice cupcake hands, long body. On the next exhale, we're going to come up into our reverse warrior. So spin the left foot down to perpendicular to the right foot and cartwheel the arms up. Immediately bend the front leg and land in our reverse warrior. Back hand is gliding down, front knee is bent and strong leg, pushing the ground away with both feet. I say that a lot because I love that cue. Good. Cartwheel the arms down. We're going to go into our cupcake hands as we straighten our front leg. And we have our modified warrior 3. Hips are parallel to the ground. Nice and long in the upper body. Nice straight, stable right leg. And then we bend the heel to the butt. The knee comes in and aligns with the other knee. And then you extend the leg back out. Do 3 or 4 of those. Getting strength in the body, the strength that you need to handle whatever's coming your way. Feeling that stability, that support. Good. Now extend the leg back. You're going to have separation between your feet, but all 10 toes face the top of the mat. Place your left hand under your right shoulder as we go into our easy twist, raising the right arm skyward. And it can either go wrap behind or can extend forward, whatever you want to do. So just play around with the options that you like today. I'm liking this. Enjoy the twist. Be nice and long in the neck. Soften the jaw. Release the stretch on the breath. We're going to use the hands to square off the front foot as we pop the back foot in about 3 feet, going into pyramid stretch on this side. Back foot points towards the corner, front foot points towards the front of the mat. And we bring the right hip towards the back of the room, left hip towards the front, so they're square. Can you feel the difference when you do that? You can even wiggle around and feel that. And then when we exhale, we let the body fold over the front leg. See what it's like if you suck the kneecaps up and really engage the legs versus when you just leave them kind of soft. You can inhale and rise to half lift. Exhale, come down. Just a few little waves like that. Good. We're going to place both hands on the mat, and this time we're just going to step back and do to our plank. You can chaturanga or just lower yourself down to cobra. Either way is fine. This is your last one. And instead of going into our down dog, this time we're going to just lower the knees down. And let's come into our child's pose. So walk the fingertips away from the body. Let the hips sit on the heels. And let the forehead just kind of move from side to side very slowly and gently to get a little massage for the brain. You can tell the brain to just let go. Listen, brain, you can just relax. It's all working out for our good. We'll walk our hands back. We're going to actually tuck our toes and Come into our forward fold one more time. Find a very soft back and forth sway, like we're bending one knee and then the other. And we're gonna rise up very slowly like a rag doll. Just inviting a little bit of sway. The arms are like noodles. And the last thing to come up is your head. Let's take a long, nice wide stance on the mat. Fix my yoga pants. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're going to swan dive down, flat back, flat arms. Feet are parallel as we come all the way down, grabbing onto whatever part of your leg feels good to you. And then yearn the top of the forehead down towards the floor instead of thinking, or like the nose, instead of trying to get like the head down, because that helps you to not round your back. Hold for 2 breaths. Feel the opening happening in the pelvis, back of the legs. Let's go ahead and bend the left leg. We're going to walk the right hand over to the left ankle, keeping the right leg straight. We're going to reach up as we sink down and find a little inner thigh stretch on the right side. Come over to the other side. Grab the left ankle, bend the right leg. Find the inner thigh stretch on the left side as we spin and look up at the thumb. This also stretches like your shoulder blades. So let's do that again. So walk over to the left side, bending the left leg, grab the left ankle with the right hand, and spin and look up. And if you pull, you find a little back of the shoulder blade stretch on the right arm. Look up the thumb. And one more time, go over the other side and stretch and look up. Good. Bring the hands to the center, heel toe the feet in. We're going to have the heels towards each other, the toes pointing out. We go into our malasana, low yoga squat, hands pressed together, push against the knees. You can move around in this if that feels good, or if you just want to find some steadiness, just hold the pose. And focus on the breath. Good. From here, we're going to just come onto our knees and walk our hands forward out into our puppy pose. So we stay up, like our knees and are going to be, our hips are going to be stacked over our knees like we are in table. But we walk the hands out like we are in child's pose and let the forehead come down onto the mat. Just opening up the front of the heart center. Making the connection to the ground with the top of the head, which helps to remind us that our intuition knows what to do. It's time to let go and trust. On the next breath, just walk the hands back up. We'll come into our seated position once again. And this time, let's inviting some Sufi grinds. So just moving in a circle and allowing it to be big and delicious and very comforting. You can let your shoulders and your head get into it if that feels good to you. Turn it into a little bit of like a neck stretch as well. Now let's go the other way. Let's switch the leg that's in front. Has your body changed since we started class? Does it feel a little bit more loose? Does it feel a little better? I hope so. Good. And then from here, just go ahead and take your hands and place one on top of the other. Like you're going to turn your palms outward, place one on top of the other, and then just find some rounding to get a stretch between the shoulder blades behind you. Opening up the back of the heart. And then let's fall over our front legs. And you can either rest your head in your hands or on the ground, or just let your hands come on like in palm up position, the act of I'm ready to receive. This is my offering. Make it enough. Really trying to soften here in the low back, the hip joint, the back of the neck. Take a breath in. Let the breath out. Walking your way up, and then let's switch the leg that's in front. We'll do the same thing on the side. And you may have one side that's tighter than the other, and that's normal. We just notice things. We don't try to solve the puzzles of our body. We just notice and appreciate. And try to do our best to take care of it in this moment. On the next exhale, just gently rise up. And we're going to take a straddle stretch, same kind of idea. Tuck chin to chest. Let yourself come on down. Trying to get longer though in the upper body. And just imagining the inner thighs just getting longer. And then rise up on your next exhale. And take a lie down on the mat. And extend the legs up to the sky and roll the ankles. If there's anything that feels like any movement that's calling to you right now, you can take it. Like would feel good, go like this, or pull the knees in, or sometimes doing a little diamond right here feels good, or sometimes people like to shake. Whatever you want to do. We have 3 breaths here. And then last one. Extend the right leg, bring the left knee across the body to the right side for a reclined twist. Look to the left. Allow the body to relax. And more breaths. Letting the weight of the hand on the knee apply some gentle resistance, some gentle pressure. Unwind. Extend the left leg out. Bring the right leg in, and we're going to bring the right knee across as we look to the left, or we look to the right. Left hand on the right knee. the more we can try to focus on what's happening in the present and live in the moment we're in, the less anxious we're going to be, focusing on one thing at a time. We do want to prepare for the future, but we can only do so much preparation before we just have to trust that it's all going to be okay. Everything's going to work out for your highest good. And I invite you to your final resting posture in Shavasana, corpse pose. Palms can face up, or you can also try just having the feet on the edge of the mat, knees come in to touch, whatever feels better for you. Just closing the eyes down. Going back to paying attention to your breath. Maybe even noticing how the breath can float all the way into the toe tips. And relaxing the feet. How the breath can find its way to your low back. Allowing that to soften. How you can breathe and find its way to the back of the brain, the amygdala. And that can just take a minute to rest. And the breath can go all the way through the arms into every fingertip. Just softening down. Feel free to take as long as you need here. This is your time. I'm so proud of you for all the work that you did today. Thank you so much for the energy that you brought to class. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.